with this session, yeah. So by the time we're done with this session, you should be able to tell that, okay, I have moved from point A to point B. That is what we are trying to achieve. Just want to make sure that you got, you are getting value, from this session. Okay. So please let me know, have you succeeded? Who succeeded in importing clips to their CapCut? Please let me know. Those of you that downloaded successfully, any challenge? Theo Esosa, okay, Shalom succeeded in adding a clip. Fantastic. So at this point, I want us to add just the video clip, just the video. Okay. Esosa, what about you? Have you imported your clip? Esosa, are you here? Theo, Faye,
Yeah,
Ayo.
so I'm still on it. Once I'm done, I'll let you know.
Okay, that's good. That's fine. I just want to ensure that we are you are following, we are working together. Faye Ayo, how about you? Have you downloaded? Okay, finally, what about
Yes, I have, but I'm trying to log in with another so I can follow because I'm having to maximize certain screens so I can see what I'm doing. So,
all right, that's fine. Okay, so please, at any point, if you have a question, please call my attention and I'll be happy to attend to you. So I'll just go ahead from here again. Now, after you import your clip, if you want to add it to the timeline, remember I mentioned earlier that you will not be able to edit any clip without adding it to the timeline. Now, and there are a couple of ways you can add videos to your timeline. Remember, I mentioned that timeline is the place where you carry out all the editing, whether you are cutting, whether you are, adjusting anything, everything happens here on the timeline. So there are two ways you can add videos, on your timeline. First, after you import your clip, by the time you hover the mouse on that clip, you should see a plus button. If you click on that plus button, your clip will be added automatically. Okay, so that is how to add clip. First of all, let me delete it. Another way you can add clip is to click on the clip and then carefully drag it to your timeline and then release your mouse. That is another way you can add clip on your timeline. Now, let me also share an interesting, information. Now, there are times when you don't want to add the whole clip. For example, this clip is 3 minutes 49 seconds. You probably want to, just add a portion of the clip. You can do that as well. So you can click on the clip itself, okay? And then you should be able to see when you click on the clip. Let me pause because when you click on it, you can be able to play.
Did you
So
know that?
there are two handles by the left and to your left and to your right. If you point your mouse to that place, you can be able to adjust it. Can you see? You can adjust it, by the right as well. So this border you can see here means that I'm not interested in adding other parts of the clip. The only part I'm interested in adding is just this one. So you can click the plus symbol or you can just drag only that part and then drop it here. So you can
Now,
see
if this is
the
your
video ordinarily started with "Did you know?" Right? But because I trimmed some aspect of the video, so by the time I play it here, you can see
now if this is your
it did not start from the beginning. So that is how to trim your videos and then add it. So, but for the purpose for the purpose
Now,
of
if
this
this is your
class, we'll
first
just go
time,
ahead and add the old clip. Of course, you can still go back, drag this handle towards the right, drag the other one as well towards the left, and then we'll just go ahead and drag it to our timeline. So that is how to add, how to import and then add your clips, to your timeline. Now, um, let me go ahead and explain some important feature. Remember, I mentioned this details area. I mentioned it earlier, and I said, if this is how it appears, basically, it just show you the current settings of your clip. Okay. But before that, let me come over here. The first thing I like to mention before we even start, editing our clip is that to come over, there's a place here called modify. Okay. If you want to see modify, please just ensure that no clip is selected. Now, when you click this modify, it takes up the default settings of the clip that you added on your timeline. So for instance, let me start with aspect. Of course, the name basically means you want to name your project, right? Let's call it clap edit, for instance, and then save to basically tells where you want the file to save. Okay. You want to copy it to project or you want it to stay here. Now, I want to mention two important aspects, which is the aspect ratio. Please, I like you to pay attention. Aspect ratio basically means the size of your video. I'm sure you can see the shapes, over here. Now, if you are creating full YouTube video, there are two aspect ratio that you should pay attention to. Number one is the original. Original basically means the video format is going to be full. All right. Now, the next one is 16:9. So this aspect ratio is equally for YouTube. Okay. So I will not explain all of it for the sake of time. So, but if you are creating, content like YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, and the likes, the aspect ratio that you are going to use is 9:16. How many people got that? Just to be sure. Hope you got that. Can you unmute and
Sure.
all right, fantastic. Thank you so much. So let me repeat, please. This 9:16 is when you want to create YouTube Shorts and Instagram related posts. Okay. So, but because we are creating a full YouTube video, so we just leave it on original or 16:9. Anyone works. Okay. So you can. Now, the next one is the frame rate. 30 is very okay. Okay, especially if you don't know much about all of this stuff, just leave it the way it is. Okay. If you select 60, that's another frame rate which talks about the quality of your video. Okay. And then yeah, so 30 is okay. And there's this color space, and then when you come here, there are other, but let's just leave it at the default state. Okay. So leave the settings except you know much about it. And then when you are done, you click save. Okay. Now, let me also mention a few things here. Over here is also your aspect ratio, like we just explained. And then you can also, if you want to see your video in full mode, you can always click this icon here. All right. So moving fast, let me once again ask, how many of you have been able to import your clip to CapCut? Please, I just like to know. Okay. Okay, I think Theo confirmed that he successfully added his clip. Anyone else? Anyone else?
Sorry, what was the question?
Yeah, the question is that, have you been able to import clips, to CapCut?
Yes.
Oh, fantastic. Very good. Very good. Okay, just the video anyway. Just the video. Who else? Who else? Esosa, how about you? What was the update from your end?
Yeah, I've done so.
Oh, okay, that's good. That's good. So, very good. That's good. I like that. So I'll just go ahead and share my screen again. Now, at this point, there's a section here. It's called Zoom. You see, when cutting your clips, you want to be sure that you are cutting it accurately at the very point that you need to cut. For example, if you click this plus sign or you press Control plus plus, what it does is that it sort of expand the view of your timeline so that you can see the spaces very well. Okay, so that is the zoom. So if you zoom in, that's how it's going to appear. So when editing your videos, ensure you zoom this aspect of your timeline so that you can see everything clearly. All right. Now, for those of you that added, clips on your CapCut, please also drag this video that you added. Please drag it or click the plus sign, and then it will be added, to your timeline. Very important. Then let me quickly show you something. Okay, if you come over here, there's a place called track settings just behind cover. If you click here and then you point your cursor to track height, okay, let me select tall. There's a reason I'm doing this. Now, please, can you see my screen just to confirm again? Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Fantastic. So when editing your video, right, where you are seeing empty bars, basically it means that there was no conversation taking place. I was not speaking at that point. So that gives you an idea of the areas that you need to cut out from your clips. So very important. You can take note of it. Anywhere you see, where you can see these bars represent the audio on your video clip. Okay. So where the bars are not tall or they are not appearing at all, it means that nothing was said there. So that is that you need to know this. Okay. Now there is a head, there's this line, and by the time you click on your timeline, you should be able to see this line. This line is a marker on your timeline. Okay, where this line appears, that is where your video will start playing from. So that means if I point this marker here where there is no bar, if I play it, you can see nothing is happening there. All right. Now let me just show you something. Let me just mention something, okay? Now, anytime you are recording video yourself, by the way, this video you are seeing here, I did not use script. Okay. I just try to, think and then come up with script automatically. By the way, if you are going into, content creation, you will need to work with your script. Script is very, very important because it will guide you, in your video creation. That's for another day anyway. So yeah, so I'm going to play this clip just briefly, and I'm going to show you something just to let you know that anytime you are recording yourself, you will make mistakes. Okay, but don't worry, don't stop your video, because if you say you are going to stop it and then start all over again, it's going to be demanding. It can be quite stressful. So anytime you are recording your script, you are recording your video rather, please just go ahead and, when you make mistake, don't stop it, just continue. Later you can cut out all of those areas. So this is a perfect example. Okay, let me drag this arrowhead here to the beginning and let me play it so that we can all see. Look at.
Did you know that over 70% of people struggle to edit files effectively online? What if I told you there is an easy way to get it done easily, for free? Yes, without having to spend a dime.
So those are the quiet moments.
In this video, you will discover how to edit your PDS files.
Okay, so I'm going to stop here. So I'm sure you can see where there were, mistakes during the recording. Okay, so and that is exactly what we are going to be doing here to cut out all of those mistakes from our timeline. Now, the first mistake to cut out, let me go back to the main view. Let me go to this place, these track settings. I want to go back to the default. Okay. Now, let me start from the beginning. Now, at that point where you were about to, it will be a disaster if you allow this part to be added to your video, right? This is just at the point where I was about to tap the play button on my phone. Can you see this? Look at this. Good. So what we are going to do now is to cut out that area because we don't need it. Okay. Now I hope we are following. Please, I need feedback, please. Are we following? Does it make sense?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very,
Oh,
very well.
okay, fantastic. Please, more feedback, please. Shalom,
Yes,
Uzoma.
makes sense.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much for the feedback. I really appreciate it. Okay, let me go ahead and share my screen again. Now, so at this point, I want to cut out that point where I made mistake. Now, I mentioned, please, you are going to be using this Zoom. Ensure you use it every time as you edit your clip. Because, for example, if I zoom out, you can see I can almost not see that part that I want to cut out. So in that case, I'm going to, zoom zoom in so that I can see that part very well. Okay. So this is the point where I was about to speak. So that is where I will start from. Now, but before we do that, there are important tools on your timeline that I need you to pay attention to when editing clip. They are very, very important. Okay. So please, let's pay attention. And by the way, before you can trim, cut, apply color to your clip, please, you must make sure to click it. How do you know that it is not clicked? It shows you at the right hand side here where you can see these details. If you see these details, what it means is that no clip was selected. But you see, if I click on a particular clip, you can see it's now show me the advanced feature that is needed to edit my videos. So for example, you can see video, audio, speed, animation. I'm going to show you, most of these tools as we proceed. Okay. Now, on this timeline, we can see here it means undo. So anytime you are making changes on your video and you made a mistake, you can quickly click undo. Of course, every one of us know what undo is, right? So I don't need to overemphasize it. So now the next one is redo, of course, which means to take us to the last changes that was made. Okay, I'm going to demonstrate it shortly. Now the next one here means split. The shortcut key is Control B. And what is split? For instance, like I just mentioned now, there is a place where I was just about to speak. So I want to split this video into two. That is where this one comes to play. And guys, please, when you are editing your video, get used to using your shortcut keys because it's going to save your time. Instead of having to drop it here and then always have to click here. You can just press Ctrl B. But for the purpose of this video, of this session rather, I'm going to be clicking every tool on the screen so that we see the effect as well. So to split this clip, into two, I'll just go ahead. First, please, you must make sure you position this arrowhead to the place where you need to split it, and then click on split here. So how do you know that you have split your video? By the time you drag, you can see this is an evidence that I just split my video. And if you release it, it just quickly go back. All right. So that is how you can split your video. Now the next tool here. So let me quickly delete this. So when you split a video, any part that you don't need, just click on it and press delete. So it's gone. So let me start from the beginning.
Did you know?
So you can see that I just removed that part that is not important. Yep. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is, now we have the next one here, which is called delete left, or you can press Q. What does it mean? For instance, if you move your arrowhead to any point, what it means is that if you select this one, it's going to delete any clip from here to your left. So for example, again, guys, always make sure you click on the clip that you need to edit before you can apply any changes, okay? Now, if you click on delete left, now let me move the arrowhead here. If you click on delete left here, you will notice that it deleted the clip completely. I'm sure it might not be visible to you. Let me zoom out, and then let me bring the arrowhead over here. So what it means is that you can see I demarcated this video into two sections, right? If I click delete left, it's going to delete the larger portion of this video. Now let's demonstrate it. Look at this. That's it. So that is what delete left does. Let me click undo. Okay. Now, if I come here, if I come over here, I click on this clip, I bring my arrowhead here. By the time I click this one, delete right, that is what it does. Okay. So let me undo. Now the next icon here means delete, of course. Delete is delete. Okay. So if I click on this clip and I click on this icon here, it deletes whatever I clicked on. So I'll just go ahead and click undo or Ctrl Z. So our clip is back. Okay. Now the next one over here is called add marker. It depends on you. Some people don't really use it. But for example, if you are editing your video, let's say you edited your video from here, you have been cutting, especially if the video is long. You have been doing all the cutting and all of that, and you stopped here. You want to stop here and then continue maybe the next day or anytime you have scheduled to continue from where you stop. You can select this one here, add marker. I'm sure you can see a marker here, right? So it just put like a mark to show that, okay, this was where I stopped my editing. Okay. So the next one, let me undo. The next one here is freeze. Now, for instance, you want your video to be playing and then at some point just freeze and then continue again. That is what freeze does. For instance, if I move this arrowhead to the beginning part and then I click freeze here, it's going to add, let me zoom it. You will notice that it's sort of added, can you see? It's cut, it's sort of split this video into two places, both left and right. So what it means is that if I start playing my video clip, let me zoom out a bit. If I start playing my video clip,
Did you know that over 70% of people struggle to edit files effectively online? What
it freezes here, but it's still playing.
if I told you there is an easy way?
Yeah, that is what freeze does. It will even add the word freeze on that particular clip. Okay, so that is whatever you want to use it to achieve as you edit your clip. Of course, you can use freeze. Okay, so moving on, the next one is called reverse. For the sake of time, we are not going to use this feature. You can try it out, but basically reverse means it want to convert this clip in such a way that it can be playing, the reverse way. Instead of playing forward, to be playing reverse. Basically, that's what it means. Yeah. Then the next icon here is called mirror. Now, let me mention something. There is something called, if you are going into YouTube, please, you will need to study your YouTube community rules. Basically, there is policy that is guiding YouTube, right? And there are people who create channels, right? They copy other people's video, and by the time they are done with it, even the owner of the video might not even recognize the video because they are going to change. So YouTube allows you to copy other people's content, but you must make sure that you modify it, change it completely in a way that it does not look exactly the way it was posted on YouTube, right? So some people usually copy other people's videos, and then they will come here, and then one of the things they use is mirror. Mirror basically it to move, it will take the left and move it to the right. For instance, let's demonstrate it here. Now, for example, this lightning you are seeing here, mirror will make it appear on the other end. Instead of at the left hand side, it will move. For example, if you select your clip and you now click on this mirror, you can see it has moved. Basically it has sort of exchanged the left to the right. That's what mirror does. So at this point, let me ask those that have been following, please, can I get feedback? Those of your video, are you making those changes? Are you seeing the effect? Okay, Maji, okay. Thank you. Shalom.
I have a question.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, what if you want to cut in between, not left, not right, maybe try to trim in between side, maybe you are trying to remove some of the middles as a middle, some clips from the middle. So how do you go about that?
Okay, fantastic question. Thank you so much for that question. I saw Olayinka give a thumbs up. That means he's following. Please, if you have any concerns, you can call my attention. I'll be happy to respond. So, okay, so let me share my screen. So, for instance, and by the way, by the time we are done, you are going to see that you must have caught a couple of, several places. Now, in response to Esosa's question, let me come here and do another aspect of the editing. Now, if I remember, I mentioned that you are going to be using your arrowhead all the time. So if I drag my arrowhead, let me play from here.
For free, yes, without having to spend a dime.
So at this point, I need to cut out this aspect because it will be a disaster to add this aspect. So in that case, I will move this arrowhead immediately where I stop.
A dime.
So that means after dime, I need to stop there and cut out. So you will click here and then select split. If you notice, I just split this part. Now, I will move the arrowhead to the place just before I started speaking. I will also cut that. Look at this.
In this video,
so I will cut out this part just before I started speaking. So if you click here, please make sure you select the clip first and then you can click split. So if you notice, I just split this aspect. So you can cut, different different at different point, you can cut multiple places. All right. So let me come over here again. I kept silence here. So at
In
this
this
point, you need to come here again and then cut out before I started speaking. I will split this point here. And by the way, after you split, please, the clip that you no longer need, please just delete them. No need to leave them. Okay. So let me click here as well. I'm going to delete it, but just to also show us a few more things. For example, if I come here,
files, in this video, you will discover.
so you can cut out as many points as you want, based on what you want to achieve, by the way. So if you notice, we have different places to cut. For example, I can come here, cut. So that is how to cut multiple places. And of course, by the time you click the clip that has the silence, for example, this one, click on it and press delete. So it will just connect. For example, let me just play. There's a demarcation here. Let me just play in between. Look at this.
Spending a dime.
So immediately it will
This
just
skill is
connect to the next clip, right? So, sir, just a quick one. Is your question? Did I answer your question?
Yes, very well. I've even done it here.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you so much for the feedback. All right. So remember we're in module. Okay, we're already touching module 5. Anyway, so I'm going to go the next. I was just explaining, by the way, module 3. Basically, these tools here on your timeline, they are very important tools. Please pay attention to them. Rotate, of course. Rotate means literally, that's what it means, to rotate a clip. Okay. So if you have image, it applies more. Don't worry, I will demonstrate it earlier. Now, crop ratio, basically, if you are playing your video, right, and you don't want some aspect to show, if you select the clip first, clip crop ratio, you can cut out other areas that you probably don't want to appear on the video, and then you should see confirm. Okay. When you click confirm, by the time I come here, let me come here. Remember, I click rotate here. That's why it's showing upside down. Okay. So there are some video, if you click, they will just apply rotate to their clips. See.
in
So that
this
is what
video.
rotate does anyway. So let me take it back. Um, Sorry, rotate, bring it back. So this is the clip that we just trimmed. Okay, this is it.
You will
So you can see
discover
that light is no longer appearing. So that is so those tools, basically, demonstration of these tools already gives you an idea of how editing works. Okay, so module 4, probably that's where we will stop today. Maybe I'll touch a little bit of module 5 and then we stop. Now, module 4, it has to do with adjusting color and sound on your video. Now, adjusting color, or you can call it color grading as is well. At the basic level, guys, let me work on only these parts. Okay, I work on only these parts. Now, at the basic level, when you click on your video, I'm going to start with color. Okay, you will need to, when you select a clip, at the right hand side, come to the advanced section and then click video. Under video, not video now, just move to the right here. You should see something called adjustments, right? Now, when you click adjustments, you are going to scroll down. You will see different settings here. All of them have impact. Okay. if you want to change it the way, by the way, I mentioned earlier that there are some people that copy other people. Some people just go on YouTube, they copy some part, some portion of other people's clip. One of the things they do apart from mirroring is also to adjust the color of the video. For example, temperature, if you drag it to the right, you can see the effect. Basically, it's like heat. That's what temperature literally means. If you drag it to the left, it's more like ice, right? You can see ice, fire. Basically, that's what it means. Okay, that is temp. Tint also has its effects, either green or you know purple. The same thing with saturation. You want it to be more red. Can you see it? Or you want it to be less black and white? So that is, so some people, for example, if you are editing your clips, right? And then you want a part of the clip to be just black and white. You must have done all your cutting, then select a particular clip and you can come here and then reduce the saturation. You can see that it's not showing any effects. How many of you notice? How many of you notice there's no effect here?
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask a question. Why? Why do you think so? Why am I dragging it and no changes? Nothing seems to be happening. Anyone?
You have to apply it.
Okay. No, I don't want to apply to all. Remember, I'm working on a particular clip.
Because you are not clicking on the particular clip.
On the middle of where you are working on.
Remember, let me come again. Let me click another clip here. This is another one I just selected. Okay. But if I come to saturation, if I drag it behind, ordinarily it should change to black. Now, but the reason why it is not changing to you, the reason why arrowhead, thank you. Somebody just mentioned. Yeah. Yeah. So this preview, this playback, section only shows you where your arrowhead is, this marker. See, if I drag it here, can you see now? So anywhere you want to see preview, you must make sure that you point your arrowhead. That's when you can be able to see,
discover how to
the preview of that part. So very important. Okay. Because it's this aspect actually confuses a lot of people. All right. Now, talking about color grading, let me come back to this first part. Now, there is a way. By the way, let me if I should return back to this area, this part, let me select the clip. There are other, settings. If you come just a little below this place, you will see exposure, right? You will see contrast, of course. We all know what contrast is. You will see highlight. Highlight basically try to focus on the bright areas of your videos. Okay. Then shadow tries to, I wouldn't want to use this clip. Let me use this one. Let me use this clip instead. So what shadow does, it focuses on, let me return this back. It focuses on dark areas of your videos where there's not much light. Unfortunately, we don't have much of those areas, but I can say places like this where you have little shadow, light is not really, appearing there. So if you drag, can you see? It just focuses on all those dark areas. That's what shadow does. Okay. Now, the main color grading is when you come to curves. Now, let me move my arrowhead here and click this clip. By the time you come to curves, it has different settings here based on the color. For example, so when we say color grading, it means, you tampering with the, with the color mixtures on your video. On this video, you will both agree with me that there are portions of this video where blue appears. There's another place where green appears. For example, these flowers over here. There's a portion where red, like on my face and other, aspects. And then you have the white sections. Now, if you want to see the effect of color grade, for example, please first click on the clip, go to adjustment, and then select curves. When you select curves, you can, if you like, you can place a point and you now drag it. See, can you see this? Can you see the effect? How many of you can see the effect?
I
How
can
many of you
see.
know? Okay, good. Now, if you can also come down to red. For example, on this red, if you don't want to create a point, you can just click on the line and drag it. So that's why you see, some videos while they are playing, some aspect of the video will just change color immediately, and before it returns. That's color grading. So whatever you want to achieve with your color grade, so the more you bend this arrow, the more you are seeing the effects. Okay, so that is the red aspect of this color. So let me make it like this. Okay, let me scroll down. Now for the green, you can equally do the same thing. So you can see the more I adjust it, the more the effect is appearing. Let me come to the blue now. This is the blue. Can you see? So that is the color grading aspect that you've been hearing all of this while. Okay. So so for now, we just focus on just basic and the curves. Okay. So that is how to adjust color on your video. Okay, don't worry, you don't need to click as apply all. As you apply it, it's already appearing. Okay, so by the time I move my arrowhead, you can see.
Really online.
So that is you playing around, with the color to see how it looks and all of that. Okay. Okay. Let me look at this audio. So sometimes you are recording video and then maybe the volume is low, right? You might want to say, okay, you want to increase the volume. That's where volume comes to play. It's nothing big. Okay. For example, if you select a clip, make sure you go to basic, and then please make sure you come to this part, click on this arrow. You will see a place called audio. So if you click on audio, this is where you can adjust your volume. If I bring it down and play here, see.
What if I told you there is an
Of course, that's the effect of volume. Basically, that's all you need to know about volume. Okay. If you want to be loud,
easy way to get it done?
so that is that's the color anyway. But if you have a good microphone, right? Of course, let me see, where's my mic? If you have a good microphone, it will give you a steady sound. You don't need to even increase or reduce the volume. You only need that when you start adding your music. Okay, so that is volume. Another aspect of volume is there's something called reduced noise. Maybe if you recorded your video, when I started my my first 3 videos, I didn't have a good mic. I was just recording directly on the laptop and directly on my phone. There was no mic. So let me stop sharing and explain this one a bit. So there was no microphone. So anytime I record video, by the time I play it, I'll be hearing background noise. Maybe outside noise, it just capture. So by the way, I did a video on how you can, if you're on that stage, don't worry, please start small. If you want to start a YouTube channel, I didn't plan to say this, by the way. If you want to start a YouTube channel, please start from where you are. Learn in the process. All right. So I did a video, by the way. So You can check it out. Yeah, on how to remove background noise. There's a tool called CapCut, but of course, this meeting is not for that purpose. So at some point, I'm just 1 year old on this business. So I later got this wireless microphone. So with this one, if I plug it, you know, and then it comes with an adapter. If I plug it on the system, by the time I record, I don't need to remove any noise. Everything is intact. So that was a little improvement that happened to me. My videos. Of course, I intend to get a better microphone. This one is still, it helps though, but yeah. So it reduces stress. What I'm just trying to say is that it reduces stress. So instead of, because the feature you are seeing on CapCut reduce noise, it will not reduce it perfectly. It just reduce it a bit. So you will need to go through those methods. It's in my channel. I did a video on that, on how to remove background noise. All right. So I'm sure Callistus is going to mention a lot more regarding my videos. And yeah, I will appreciate if you guys can support me with yes, subscribe. The link will be shared by Callistus. Okay, Callistus, you want to say something?
No, definitely. I would encourage everybody. Please follow his YouTube channel, like, subscribe, and share. Chris is going to share with us the link to that YouTube channel. Feel free to share that with us, and we will definitely follow. I think you've got some materials as well that are going to be useful to everybody on the call. Feel free to share those materials for us to be able to follow your channel and learn.
Okay,
Yes.
I will.
Okay.
I will.
Great.
Thank you so much. Yeah. So thank you so much, everyone. I will really appreciate it. Okay. So tomorrow I'm also dropping a video on what I'm sharing here. By the way, I'm not holding any information back. I'm not trying to say, okay, let me hold some information, let me hold some part of the session so that people will go and watch my video. No, I'm not doing that. I am giving you everything, even more than what I did on the video. So tomorrow the video is going live, so I will share the link to the video, but I'll share the link to one of my videos today, just so that you can help me subscribe, like the video, and then I will appreciate if you can just drop a comment, just share, like feedback, what you think about the video, what I did well, what you think I can improve on, and all of that. Yeah. And whatever question you have, you can drop it on the video as well. Okay, so let's go ahead. So I what brought me here is the feature that has to do with reduced noise. Okay, so again, that feature does not reduce noise as much as you want it. Okay, so you will have to use tools like Audacity. I did a video on that, and how to remove background noise if you don't have a good microphone yet. Okay, so moving on. So if you click this feature, basically it will reduce noise a bit. That is what it does. Okay, and then this one enhances your voice if you want to increase the intensity, and or the effect is not that much. Okay, let me play this one
online. What if I told you there is an
now. So let me come to intensity, audio intensity. Let me reduce it here.
easy way to get it done?
So
Easily.
if you notice that there's a little change, sort of, it's not that is negligible though. The effect is negligible, but
For free. Yes, without having to spend a dime.
feedback. Did you observe any changes on the sound? Feedback.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So if I play like this, look at it.
Edit files effectively.
So by the time I increase the intensity to, oh, not this, not this, not this. So by the time I increase the intensity to 100, listen.
Online. What if I told you there is an easy way?
So the change is not quite much though. Yeah. So that is for volume, right? if there is too much loudness, you can also click normalize loudness. Okay, that is what it does.
to get
But
it
there's
done.
no noise anywhere on this clip. So speed, we may not be able to do everything. It's video editing is a journey. Okay, so what we are attempting to do is to show you the most important tool that you need. Okay, but basically speed, I'm going to show you the application maybe tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow I will show you the application of this speed tomorrow, and then yeah, you will see how it works. So so that is the module 4, color adjustment. So at this point in time, I'll just touch a little bit of module 5, and then we'll call it a day. uh Part of module five is cutting and trimming clips. I believe we have achieved that already. Okay. Removing unnecessary footage and mistakes. We have done that already. Changing keyboard shortcut, adding music and B-rolls. So I will explain adding music and B-rolls on this video, on this session rather. Then the other ones, I think we can go ahead and, cover it. Now, please, at this point, any question? Do you have any question? If you have been following, whether you are following with a computer or you are following in terms of you are viewing, any question so far? Any question? Are we good?
We're good. Well, I'm good for now, just listening. It's just really about practice.
Oh, right. I agree. Very
Mm.
much agree. Yeah. Okay. So when we start tomorrow, the first 15 minutes, I would just like to I will just give that time to whoever, made, just show all the changes you made. And then, yeah, just maybe 5 minutes each. Just let's see what you have been able to do. Yeah, just it will encourage us to, just so we are encouraged, and convinced that you got value from this session. Thank you so much for the feedback. And let me go ahead and share my screen. Now, adding music, you see, if you click
Easily, for free. Yes, without having to spend a dime.
so this one clip that I promise we are going to delete, so we don't need it. Okay, now,
How to edit your
so when you are playing, remember the goal of video editing also is to engage people, and one of the way you engage people is using audio, like background sound on your video. So the reason is because, I mean, if you have to be if you have to watch this clip online,
PDS.
you'll be bored because everything is just dry. So that is where adding music comes to play. Okay, so usually to add music, just go ahead and import. So at this point, we are going to import all the clips that we had. Okay, yeah, so let's import everything. For those of you that are following with your laptop, let's add all the other clips, that was shared. So of course, there are two ways you can come to import. Let me Control A, remove this first one. When you go to you can highlight everything, hold the Control key, and then click on the one we already added so that it's not checked. Let me open. All right, so here is our audio clips as well. By the way, just for the purpose of time, now copyright is, YouTube does not play with copyright. So at the start, of course, there are platforms where you can get, proper copyright clips for your videos. But at this point, the best place to go to get copyright free audio or background music is YouTube Music Library. Please, in your journey, for those of you that are yet to start YouTube channel, if you are going to start YouTube channel, please avoid just picking up any kind of music. You can get a strike, and usually if you get 3 strikes on YouTube, your account will be completely terminated, right? So please avoid using copyright content. Okay, so I'm going to mention a bit of that aspect tomorrow, but let's just go ahead. So we already have music here that we added. Okay, so for instance, this introduction, I want to usually introduction, you want a music that is active, sort of, instead of all this cool music, you can, it depending on what you are talking about. Okay, but in this case, we need something like thriller. Let me drag. So you just locate the audio clip, drag it. Usually you keep it on the audio, usually come below your video. Now let me play it and you see.
Did you know that over 70% of
Well, hey, this volume is too loud, right? So we cannot we cannot export this video and just take it to YouTube, because you should have background music. That's why it's called background. Not that your music should not overshadow the volume of the video. So at this point, we are supposed to go and reduce the volume of this video. Uh let me call out names, okay? Um Say Ayo, if you can hear me. How do I reduce the volume of this video? I like it to be interactive. Okay. How do I reduce the volume of this video? This audio rather, if you can hear me.
Hello. I'll be
Okay.
honest though, I walked away from the laptop for a bit. So
Oh, okay, okay. No, no problem. I saw
but
Sayu
my
there.
daughter will educate me a bit more. She's
Oh,
only
all right. So, but let me just show you, okay? So usually if you want, I mentioned earlier that if you want to make changes to any clip that you added on your timeline, you just need to make sure you click on the clip first, select it, and then you cannot make the change. For instance, you can see these details. This area is just showing text. It means that no clip was selected. So if you want to make changes to any clip, please, all you need to do is just click on it, and then you can now select the aspect that you want to select. So in this case, I just click on the audio. So I will just come to basic. You have voice changer, by the way, guys. You have voice changer. You can click on any of these voice, and then it will change. If someone is speaking, to change the voice of the person, echo, tremble, and all of that. You see the effects maybe tomorrow if there's need to apply it. But for the purpose of this session, we're just going to focus on the basic, right? So at this point, I'll just drag the volume like this. So let me play it again.
effectively online? What if I told you
So this volume is okay, but if you want to reduce this further, please, by all means, feel free to do so. Okay, so that is how you can reduce volume. I already mentioned it earlier. So of course, when you add your background music, you don't want the background music, especially if the music is just for intro. You don't want it to, extend to enter other aspects of the video. So you can as well cut out your background music as well. Maybe if you want it to just last from here, just the first clip here, that means you need to come to the end of this clip, click on this, and then select split. Of course, this is the other aspect. I just trim it. So that is it. That's it anyway. For music, all right, that's for background music. So now B-roll. Of course, you will agree with me that if I play this clip like
people struggle to edit files?
so the background music gives, the video some, form of, it makes it a bit more lively. Okay. So please, by all means, you can use background music, for that aspect when you are not demonstrating anything. Even if you are demonstrating something, add a kind of music that suits that activity. Yeah. So that is background music. Now, finally, let me explain B-roll. B-roll is a secondary clip that you add to your video to make it more engaging. Okay, like I mentioned, don't it's not a great idea for your face to just keep on appearing, nothing comes in between. It's actually not a good idea, it's not engaging, right? So b-roll comes to play when at some point you mention something on the video and you want to bring in either a picture or another, another video to buttress what you are saying. That is what we call b-roll. Okay, again, copyright. So usually b-roll is you can get it from different places like Pixabay and the likes, but we already have. But let me just quickly show us here. Okay, now we have website. For example, one of them is called Pexels. If you go to pexels.com, is a place that gives you copyright-free videos and photos, right? So let's say, for example, I'm talking about on our video, I was talking about, let me start from here again.
Did you know that over 70% of people struggle to edit files?
So edit file, right? I mentioned edit file. So you might want to add a video or a picture to buttress that point. Basically, that's what b-roll is. That's why if you notice there are some YouTube videos you are playing, before you know another video will come in, before you know another one comes in, that is b-roll playing out. The idea is just to get you engaged, that's it. So quickly you can go to places like Pexel. If it is video you want, just select here and select video. Let's say edit file, search for what you are looking for. When you hit the enter key, it's going to search, different video clips, right, that you might want to consider using. So for example, this is edit file. This is already showing us. So you can select whatever clip that properly buttress what you were mentioning on your video. Okay, when you click on it, and then you can download it. For example, if you click on this one, all right, you can come here and click free download for your b-roll. So this website is completely copyright free. All right, so I needed to quickly call attention. So but for the purpose of this video, I already have a video that I want to use for this. So let me drag it. So of course you can always drag your clip and then drop it here. Okay, you can trim it to the left or to the right, depending based on what part of the clip you want it to cover. Okay, for example, I just wanted to cover just a few moments. You can just trim it like this. Let me play it again.
Of people struggle to edit files effectively online.
So
what if I
so you
told
can see that
you
b-roll
there is an
video clip. Mind you, your b-roll could be pictures or video. If I like, I can decide I don't want video, right? I can come here and select this image rather, and then drop it here. I will drop it at the exact point where we mentioned edit file.
online?
Good. So drag the photo, drop it here, right? And then you can trim it depending on the duration you want the picture to cover. All right. When you are done, you can preview it.
How to edit files effectively online? What if I told you there is an easy?
So that is what we call b-roll. So guys, at this point, I'll just stop here. We are still on module 5. Tomorrow when we come, we will look at using background music. Of course, we mentioned that already. Understanding b-roll, adding text, storytelling elements, best practice for incorporating b-roll effectively. I mentioned some aspect of best practice, right? Of course, when you are mentioning a particular subject, that is a very good place to actually bring in b-roll. So tomorrow I'll show us live example, and then we'll be able to continue from there. Please, can I get feedback? Did you enjoy the class? Did you get value? Can we get feedback? Oh, fantastic. Thank you, Shalom. Thank you, Theo. Thank you. I said tomorrow we
Sorry,
are
sorry, I
okay,
still
so
have a
okay, go
question.
ahead.
You've not explained to us how you reduce the background voice, this background sound, sorry, background sound
Oh,
that you
okay.
add. So how do
Oh,
you reduce it?
okay. So any clip that you want to reduce the volume, all you need to do is to click on it first. When you click on it, at the right hand side, this is where you will see the information you are looking for, right? So if I let me increase it. By the time I play it,
We are not seeing your screen.
sorry.
We are not seeing your screen. You are
Oh,
not sharing your screen.
sorry. I forgot that I stopped sharing. So let me share it back. Okay. All right. Please, can you see my screen now?
Yes, yes, we can
Okay,
see it.
great. So any changes you want to make to a clip, you have to make sure you select it, click on it first. So that way, this part will now change to show what you are trying to achieve. So if I play this clip now,
of people.
obviously the background music is louder. Of course, it should be background, right? So that means we need to select the clip and then come and adjust your volume here to the barest minimum. For example, if I play this again,
Struggle to edit files
it's too low. Let me increase the bit.
effectively online. What
This is better. Yeah, so this is
if I
better
told you
because your voice is coming out well, and then the background music is there to cover up all those empty spaces, especially when you are quiet, and then yeah, all of that. So that is how to reduce the volume of your background music, and the same applies to your video clip as well. Does that answer your question?
Yes, very well. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, so how was the session for you? Can we have maybe two, three people unmute their mic? Can you share what you learned today, for instance? Maybe just two, 3 points you might want to share. How was the session for you? Or I will allow Callistus to take over this session. All right. So thank you very much. Thank you for your cooperation. I really appreciate your attention. Callistus, I'd like to hand over, this session. Thank you, Olive.
Wow. Um, Thank you very, very much, Chris. That was amazing. Uh, Everyone, please, if you think this session has been useful, please unmute yourself and speak. Beyond just
Uh,
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, Chris. But before you disappear, before I know Callisto will say, Faye will be talking. Before you disappear, in order for us to appreciate you, I know you said you just started your journey. Put your YouTube channel in the chat box for us, at least to build your community on YouTube. So put your link in there. I appreciate your time, your engagement, just ensuring that everyone understood, just carrying everyone along. That's a good quality of a teacher or facilitator. Thank you.
amazing. Thank you so much for me. Who else?
Thank
Who
you
else?
so much. Thank you for showing us how to use CapCut. I agree with what Calista said at the beginning of the session. Being able to create videos is now a must. It's like something you need to learn to do with everything else now that we're coming into a more digital world. So I really appreciate what you have shared, and I'm looking forward to using my new knowledge. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you so much.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Callistus, I just shared the link with you on the chat, so please check.
Okay, I'm going to share that link on the AI Creators Tribe because this is actually being organized under the umbrella of AI Creators Tribe, where it's everything about content creation and the use of AI to create content, videos, images, voiceovers, music, and a lot more. We have so much more coming in terms of video creation, how to use various AI tools to create videos, even faceless YouTube videos. We are going to be dealing with them in the AI Creators Tribe. And we have a lot of assignments that we are going to be working on together. We want to encourage ourselves as a community where we want to help everyone grow and develop. So much so that if you have personal projects you need support with, if you have contents you want to create, bring them within the team, and we would be there to collaborate and work together. So it's a learning environment where we are going to explore a lot of things, even researching on tools that are trending. There is so much in the AI space today, so much. We can't even start talking about them tonight. So tomorrow we are going to be doing more of practicals. We are going to have videos and videos that we are going to edit together. We are going to watch how from ground zero a video comes to life all the way. And let me play the video on AI Creators Tribe again. And please watch the video. Beyond listening to what it's about, see the content of that video, everything that was done there, how it was done. We are going to learn how to do it here. And what tool can you use to create this kind of content? We are also going to deal with that together on this in the AI Creators Tribe. Every week we aim to bring in experts who are going to be teaching us and taking us through things that we need to learn together, as well as coming together to carry out some tasks and learn by doing and completing the task and assignments that we are going to have. So please watch this video. And then talking about denoising a video, taking out the noise completely from a video, I'm going to show you a particular video that we made. The noise in the background, you will struggle to hear what the person is saying. And then I'm going to play you another of that same video, now edited without the noise, and you would see the difference. Okay, before then, let me play the video on the AI Creators Tribe again.
Introducing the AI Creators Tribe, a vibrant and diverse.
Sorry, is it clear?
Yes, it's clear.
Can everyone hear it?
Yes, you can
Okay.
hear it.
Our tribe is more than just a group. It's a center of innovation and creative exploration. Here, individuals from all walks of life come together to explore the endless potential of AI. Why become a part of the AI Creators Tribe? It's a collaborative space where AI specialists, creative minds, and tech enthusiasts converge. Our tribe is your gateway to a world brimming with creativity and technological wonders. As a member, you'll gain direct access to the latest AI tools and platforms, empowering you to realize your creative aspirations in ways you've never imagined. Our extensive collection of tutorials and complimentary ebooks offers a deep dive into generative AI, covering everything from the basics to more complex techniques. Participate in workshops led by industry leaders, gaining valuable insights into AI's evolving landscape. Engage in joint projects that not only stretch your creativity, but also provide hands-on AI application experience. Our tribe is a place to connect with peers, share stories, and forge partnerships that could lead to exciting new ventures. We welcome members of all skill levels, fostering growth in an environment that's both nurturing and stimulating. Join the AI Creators Tribe today and be at the vanguard of the AI revolution, pushing the limits of creativity and technology. Together, let's innovate, collaborate, and redefine the future of AI. Welcome to the tribe, where your creativity shapes the future of AI. Welcome to the Clap Academy AI Creators Tribe.
So, how to create all of these cultural. These are things that we are going to be learning in the AI Creators Tribe. So I think the link has been shared on here on Zoom. The link to join the AI Creators Tribe has been shared here on Zoom. It's going to be shared again. Let me share that again now before I play the other video, so that anyone who wants to take advantage and seize the opportunity to be a part of the group, don't miss out on it. Join right away. Okay, link to the AI Creators Tribe. Here it is. All right, let's share it on the group. and then I would play the other video. All right, now please watch this video. This is what learning how to do these things can do for you. Here it is.
Academy have been extremely helpful and excellent. They've been supportive. They offer training within SQL, Excel, Power BI, and so many more. I've had an excellent experience with them and I've gained plethora of knowledge and experience, and I give them thumbs up. I currently work as a sales.
Now, did anyone hear that?
Noisy background.
Yeah,
Yeah.
noisy discussions.
Yeah, were you able to pick anything from what she was saying?
Not really much because the noise from the background was equally distracting.
Hear that. Okay. Now, here is that.
Everyone, my name is Charity Ihame. I trained with Club Academy to become a Microsoft certified data analyst. Club Academy have been extremely helpful and excellent. Everyone, my name is.
All right, now let me play that same video again. Same video.
My name is Charity Ihame. I trained with Club Academy to become a Microsoft certified data analyst. Club Academy have been extremely helpful and excellent. They've been supportive. They offer training within SQL, Excel, Power BI, and so many more. I've had an excellent experience with them and I've gained plethora of knowledge and experience, and I give them thumbs up. I currently work as a sales associate. The training I got from Public Academy is helping me tremendously in my role at the moment.
Now, that is the same video you could not even sit to listen to. So there's a tool that you can use in denoising a video, take out the background noise and make it very clean. And there are tools you can even use to change the voice and even make it sound like what was recorded in a studio. Clean and well filtered. Now, how do you add the captions on it is another thing. And of course, this video is not the end of it. Part of what you can also do is add the sound track.
The skills I've developed in
add music to the background and everything all changes. And then Chris was talking about B-roll just now. If you want to add that to a video, you can equally do all of that. Knowing how to do this changes a lot of things. I can't tell you enough how videos helped what I was doing in 2016, working as PMO manager in TFL. The videos we were creating, putting out the videos as far back as 2016 to convince people about PMO and agile transformation we were trying to put in place. Videos really, really helped. And videos are even much more impactful today. So, ladies and gentlemen, what we are bringing your way is not something that you should take for granted. Make the best use of it, and even more will come through the AI Creators Tribe. I want to pause for a few minutes and find out if there's any comments, questions, contributions. We want to end at this point. There is more to come tomorrow. Whatever information we have left out today, we would pass that on tomorrow. So any comment, question, contributions, we need your comment, your feedback, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, yes. Daniel Juku said all the background noise filtered out. Yes. Can you play to the end? Okay, yes. Let me just
being able to accurately present data analysis report for decision making is extremely useful. I absolutely recommend Clap Academy. They're the best, and they have excellent and supportive trainers who will take you all the way to becoming your best. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. So that was actually recorded in church. And so there was background noise that you were hearing as a result of that recording. So that has now all been removed. The link shows 502. What link is showing 502, please? Is that the link to join the AI Creators Tribe?
Yeah, I just clicked on it on my laptop and it's saying that.
That's the AI Creators Tribe.
It's back now. It's back. Yeah.
Is that so for others? Is that
Yeah,
so for any
I
other?
think it's okay now.
Okay, is it okay?
Yeah.
All
Thanks.
right. All right. All right. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow we'll show you and tell you more about the AI Creators Tribe and the collaborative space we are going to be using on Basecamp. So those who are really part of the group, we would give you the opportunity of joining the group work or collaboration space on Basecamp, where we are going to be uploading materials and sharing content. We have a lot of videos on generative AI sessions that we've held in the past and others that we have purchased that we want to bring to the tribe for everybody to take advantage of and make the best use of. So it is only those who are within this tribe that are going to benefit from it. A lot and a lot are going to be coming within the tribe. So thank you so very much, everyone. I look forward to continuing from here tomorrow. Tomorrow, we are going to have a lot of more practical sessions, editing videos from beginning to the end that are ready to be put out. In the absence of any other question, comment, or contributions, we are happy to call it a day.
I think Olive raised his hand.
Yes, Olive, your hand is up, please.
Yeah, I was going to leave it till tomorrow. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Chris,
Yes,
for
thank you
this
for
session.
joining, Margie. Thank you for joining. Good to see you. That is another video
Thank you.
for everybody. Please be on the lookout. We have a lot of people who come and dazzle you with learning and take you to another realm. Olive is another person who's an AI guru. So we have people we are going to be bringing your way. So we look forward to them. Please give us your feedback. As always, we do request your feedback. Share the link on to Trustpilot. Give us your feedback. Chris, thank you so very, very much, Christopher. We can't thank you enough. It's been an amazing class this evening for 2 hours stretch. You gave us the best of all you could deliver for this evening. Thank you, Gifty, for being here. Adeyemi, Nse Oboho, good to see you. Oyinike, Daniel, and every one of you. Esosa, even if your name has not been mentioned, I see you, I appreciate you, and God bless you all. We'll see you tomorrow.